Hi everyone, Julia here, recording this April 24th, 2023, and still missing my boy Cosmo, man, and this is Buddy with Biggie here. He's a dog that showed up right before Cosmo got ill, and he's kind of everybody in the community's dog. I'm not letting him commandeer me as his favorite human. So, but I'll walk all the dogs and give them love and attention, no problem. But yeah, man, it's still hard to believe Cosmo's not with us. But he had an amazing 3 years. Very short life, but very catered to and very loved. And regardless of how long your pet lives, it's going to be hard when they go. We're just so close to them. Man. But you just have to go on. You know, that's one of the tricky things about this existence is when we lose a loved one here physically. But we can connect with them in the non-physical. And we can always keep our connection that we had with them. The love I have for Cosmo will always be here with me. And I think it'll always be with him. But man, that is just one of the toughest things. Like, I don't fear my death, my transition. I'm actually looking forward to it. But the people you leave behind that really loved you have a hard time. But we always heal. We go through our stages of grief. And we get back to our content state. But yeah, it's one of those tough ones. And that's why we really have to value the people that we do have in our life. So many people will, of course, and the animals too, but so many people will just end a relationship, a solid friendship, over one incident. One minor incident, and they'll be like, oh, all bets are off. I don't want to have anything to do with that person anymore. And I think that should really be scrutinized and thought through. Yeah, there are relationships you need to end, no doubt. There's lots of toxic relationships and not, the takers that you don't need in your life, etc. But if you have a good, solid relationship with someone and there's some incident that happens, you should really consider whether you want to end that relationship with that person over that one incident. Think things through. Think long term. And invest in these relationships. The ones that you do have, because we have very few so-called friends or loved ones. We have lots of acquaintances, but very few of those that we can really count on. And those that you have like that in your life, they need to be nurtured so that relationship can flourish and grow and evolve. So yeah, these connections we have with each other are one of the biggest things we have in this reality. It's one of the things that helps us grow the most, is how we deal with relationships, because we usually get triggered by people we're in relationships with. Not always. A lot of us get triggered by the general public or the news or whatever. But a lot of the times we get triggered by people that we're close to. So that's where we can really learn where our judgments are, where our fears are, and do our shadow work to come out the other side of that. And if you haven't heard yet, there's an emotional healing playlist on this channel. And you can go straight to the Loth workshops and start doing some emotional healing. Because if you're getting triggered, according to Tom Campbell, if you have any negative emotions, there's some judgment or fear behind that. And so every time you get triggered, it's a good time to figure out what the cause was, what the fear or judgment is, and deal with it accordingly, appropriately. So yeah, we have the tools, we have the knowledge, we have the gnosis. I mean, man, how fortunate are we to know that we create our reality with our thoughts and our intentions and our actions and our emotions. And man, it can be difficult to stay on track and keep those intentions and emotions and thoughts where you want them, but that's the challenge. And like I said in the last video, helping others. We might not be able to save the world, but we can always help those around us, whether they're animals or plants, people. There's always someone to assist. And, yeah, there's no fun in just gathering all your resources, all your riches from life and sitting around with them. I mean, where's the growth and even contentment in that kind of lifestyle? So yeah, let's help each other out. Be there when others need us, ask for help when we need it. I know that's a big one for a lot of us. We don't like to ask for help. But I think we'd be surprised if we did, who would come through for us. And yeah, just this whole cooperative, caring, compassionate, loving type of relationship. That's what we need to have with all our relationships. And it's no easy task, and everybody's at the level of consciousness that they are, and we have to accept that. And just keep, growing and developing our own consciousness, maturing, and getting to that point where we don't get triggered, and we just go through our day content, looking for other beings to assist. So yeah. So thanks everyone for listening. I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Remember to stay focused on what you want, and always help others if you can. Ciao, ciao.